Okay guys, here's the image we are going to draw in this last section of photo bashing. So we're just gonna do what we normally do. We're gonna go and create a new palette for ourselves here, and we're gonna import where we saved the skull image. And here we go. All right, we're gonna pull that up, and I'm gonna add I'm gonna change my opacity down, right? And we're gonna add our vector layer. Same as always, don't be intimidated. You know, guys, when I was younger, I was really scared of skeletons and skulls and that sort of thing. But one thing that I really want you to take out of this course, and just it makes you do better in art, is that growth is gonna lie beyond your fear. Okay? And so what does that mean? Well, it means that you've got to challenge yourself to do the things that you don't feel comfortable drawing or creating in art. That's how you're gonna get better. And it might not look good at first, but you know what? By the 10th time you do it, it's gonna look a lot better than the 5th time you did it. And by the 15th time, it's gonna look better than the 10th. And you're just gonna keep going until it gets better, right? So I know at first the skull might seem intimidating, but you're gonna see it's the same thing as what we've been doing. It's just learning how to do it, right?
Let's do this.
So just like before, we're just gonna trace over this image. Okay, we're gonna go with our little photo bashing process here. All right, and if you're ever in doubt what to do, just start. Just start. You can refine it later, okay? This general patent said, more is lost by indecision, which means not doing anything, than wrong decision, okay? Which means going forward and making the wrong choice, right? So you want to just do something, because the great thing about art is, especially when you're drawing and illustrating, you always have an eraser. And an eraser really is your best friend, okay? So we're just gonna keep tracing over this skull image here, and I'm gonna show you another way to do it in a second. But for right now, I just want you to trace over it, just like I'm doing. You don't have to do it in the exact same order I am, but kind of identify the shapes. You know, they're still shapes, even though they're a little bit wonky looking, like it's not just a straight circle or something like that. They're still just shapes and lines, okay? So don't be intimidated, just try. For me, one of the things I really struggle with are the noses on a skull, and also the teeth. I usually draw the teeth maybe not big enough or too small. It never seems to be just right, but it's also the fact that teeth are at an angle, which as you trace over them here, you may see that you don't see them. You know, if we were to draw something real quick, I think about kind of sometimes the decorations you might have in school or something at Halloween time, a skeleton or a skull, a lot of times those teeth look flat, but they aren't flat, right? Because if you were to feel your mouth right now, all right, your mouth, it curves around, your teeth, they curve around, right? So you're just kind of creating that here as well. All right, and I also want to show you right here, the eyebrow is a really interesting place because there's kind of this ridge that sticks out here. Okay, and we call it a bony landmark. It's just a fancy word to say it's kind of where one of the places we can see the bone a little bit more when we're drawing a face or something on top of it. Now I want to show you something here. I really love comics. I love comic art. I love to watch comic artists work. I was inspired by certain comic artists growing up, and I love watching them now when they're at conventions. Okay, they know very well how to draw this skull shape. Okay, a lot of times you'll see them do that 3/4 portrait turn of somebody like the Hulk or Wolverine or Batman. Okay, and you can also do females too. The female and male skulls are a little bit different, believe it or not. But basically they're starting with these basic shapes here, okay? It's a circle on top of a square, all right? And that circle is kind of your forehead area, and it kind of overlaps down to bottom of the eyes, kind of across the nose there. And then that square is that jaw. Right, now it's oversimplified, but that's the very basic shape, okay? So if you wanted to start drawing a skull and you don't have a photo or a reference like this, that's how you should start, is with a circle and a square, okay? I'm gonna modify our circle and square just to show you where it matches up on our image of the skull here when we have the skull layer back on. But again, if you were to just draw, you know, you had a piece of paper or something somewhere, you could actually just start like this and just start adding things in. You know, there's a lot of intricacies and details in the skull. Once you start memorizing them, you should be able to get this, okay? I have faith in you. And once again, save your work. Okay, we're gonna come back to things later on, or like I said, we're gonna talk about 3D and perspective and that sort of thing. We want to think in 3D, and we also want to think in terms of perspective. That's what's going to make our drawings look a lot more fun and have all of your friends looking at your drawings and going, wow, you're really good at drawing. And as you can see here, I do have to change the circle just a little bit because we aren't really looking at the skull directly, you know, head on. It is turned a little bit to the side, right? So that's why I'm having to kind of adjust the circle a little bit more than just dragging our corners like normal.